Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Jacob back here for the J2H channel. And today we have another. This one's actually just a movie review, so I don't have anything to physically hold up for you. It's actually, I think, the first time ever. So hopefully, I'll put the poster over here. Maybe my letterboxd review if I decide to type it up. I'm not sure over here, but from 20th Century Studios, 20th Century Fox. I was lucky enough to get a screener copy of Barbarian, which is a 2022 film that hit theaters, I want to say between August and September, all the way up through the current month, actually, October. The wife and I really wanted to see it for our anniversary. However, the showtimes, it was nowhere here locally. We went to the city to watch it, try to, for our anniversary, and the showtimes were like 10 a.m. or 10 p.m., and it just wasn't going to work for us. So, luckily, the wonderful people over at 20th Century Studios sent me a copy so I could watch it. It is also now available. It is also available now to stream on HBO Max if you're an HBO Max subscriber, or it is available to purchase directly digitally, which is how I ended up with it. So it is, like I said, it's a 2022 horror film. It stars Bill Skarsgård and Justin Long, among others. There's a few other recognizable names that I saw, but like I said, I wanted to watch this one. It's about an Airbnb in the middle of Detroit, Michigan, which is crazy because to me, that's like 2.5 hours. Like direct to where they were talking about is it's either, I think it's right under 2.5 hours away from me, which is wild. I always like when stuff is based in and around Michigan because you always hear stuff about New York, or California, or Texas, or Canada. A lot of stuff is filmed in Canada, so which is closer than you think to Michigan. Anyway, it takes place in Detroit, Michigan. It takes place in one of the classic Detroit, just rundown, urban, terrible place to live. There's an Airbnb, just kind of a nice house set up in the middle of absolute nowhere. Not a neighborhood you want to be in. And the first night it's double booked. Bill Skarsgård's character and the I don't hold on just a moment. Georgina Campbell is the other lead, so I don't recognize her. She plays Tess. Bill Skarsgård, who played It, and Crow from the Eternals movie, the MCU movie, he plays Keith. So the two of them are double booked at this Airbnb. Tess tries to get in, she can't. The code works, but the box comes down. There's no key in it because Keith is already inside. So eventually she realizes the light's on. She frantically knocks. He answers, and it's the classic, like, what do you mean? It's like two dates to the same prom. Like, what do you mean? I was booked here. He's like, oh, can you prove reservation, etc. And they go back and forth for a minute. She decides she's going to spend the night. Obviously, separate sleeping arrangements, and some shenanigans go down, and then she starts being curious. And then the movie really starts to get into why we're here and the Barbarian stuff. And it's almost a tale of two pieces. There is the first initial occupants with Tess and Keith, and then there's kind of the secondary ones, which is where Justin Long's character AJ comes into place, which I'm not going to spoil because he's in the trailer, but none of his role or kind of what happens is in the trailer. So I'm going to kind of keep this spoiler free as far as absolute details. I will tell you, to me, there was parts of the movie that were pretty slow. I'm going to say that the story / building points, several of them I thought were like, man, we're getting pretty slow. It's not super jump scary, which is a good thing or a bad thing. The good thing is it relies on actual creepiness factors and the unknowingness and the real, the questionable aspect. The bad news is sometimes there's just nothing. You're waiting for the plot to evolve and to get there. I did think it left you with more questions than answered. So I'm gonna give it. I think I gave it like a 2.5 or a 3. I haven't decided as of the time. It's still on my screen. My movie's anywhere still up over here because I just finished watching this. I wanted to film my actual reaction. So between a 2.5 and a 3. Typically a 2.5. Means that the movie needed something to bring it up to good. So I'd say right now it's teetering between okay and good. However, everybody's different. I know people who absolutely love this movie that watched it in theaters. Rick from Down to Movie, I believe, really enjoyed it. It's very fond on Letterboxd. So everybody with horror movies is different. I will tell you, I did not think it was a waste of my time at all. I really enjoyed it. I think if you, especially if you have HBO, I just say I really enjoyed it. Not to say the quality, but I like the sitting down to watch the new horror movie and the experience. Like I didn't hate. It's not like I watched. I'm trying to think of a horror movie I hate. The Bye Bye Man, One Missed Call. Didn't like those. Didn't like my experience with those. This one, although it's not my cup of tea, I really enjoyed being able to watch. That's what I meant. The movie, okay. You know, I would have preferred. There's an hour and 45 minutes. I think it could have went to like maybe even a 2 hour and 15 mark to answer some of those questions. Though now that I'm thinking about it, they answered them. They just didn't quite. It was like a tell me, don't show me type of thing. But getting really, really long-winded here and saying that I think you should check it out. If you have HBO Max, watch it that way. If you're going to watch it digitally, go ahead and purchase it. I think it's $15. I would imagine probably by the after Halloween time start winding down. It'll be around $10. I think $10's a fair price for this if you want to grab it. So, yeah, there you go. I will put a link to I don't use iTunes, so I'm going to use the Vudu page to purchase this digitally. Or you can also rent it too. That's the other thing with Vudu. Rent it for under 10. You're going to get your money's worth. Guarantee it. I would have watched that in theater and been just as happy. Ticket price is $9. So you'll be good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to 20th Century Studios, to Fox, whatever 20th Century Studios is nowadays, for sending me the screener. It was awesome. Made my Saturday night. My wife and I really enjoyed sitting down and watching it. So bit of a different. Hopefully I did okay. Let me know if you're a constant viewer how the video was with the lack of a visual medium and the physical thing. That's the other thing. I've heard this is teetering on getting a physical or not getting a physical with 20th Century Studios. So hopefully those are just rumors and this gets a release, because I wouldn't mind it on the shelf personally. So there you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support my channel in any way, be sure to check out the links in the description to my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay page, my Blu-ray.com page, my TV Time, where I rate and review all of the TV shows I watch, and my Letterboxd, where I rate and review all of the movies I watch, like The Barbarian. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you there, YouTube. Hey, have you liked yet? Have you subscribed yet? Have you clicked that notification bell? If you could do that, that'd be great. Right down there. Right down there. Thank you so much. Also, go ahead and check out these additional options on the channel. There should be a video, maybe a playlist, maybe one of each for you to check out so you can stay on the channel and stay informed. And also over here should be the logo. Go ahead and click that. Click sub.